So now let's talk about hand tools. E-drill has two different options for hand tools. We have a center ground or CG, or an external ground or EG to do the job. Both hand tools have a trigger, which is used to extend the conducting tube and therefore the electrode. Has a retract button on the bottom here, small green button, that will bring that conducting tube back in. And on the back hand here, it has an LED light that will give you a visual indication that your cut is complete, or some other corresponding message that will be read on the touchscreen. We'll cover that a little bit later. Both hand tools are available in either 10 or 30 foot lengths, 30 foot being our absolute maximum hand tool length. On the CG, or center ground, we ground directly to the fastener head by using this ground pin here, and we are capable of cutting fasteners 5/32 and larger. Anything smaller than 5/32 will not be available to cut with this hand tool because there's a ground pin in the way. The ID on the electrode is too small, so it won't fit. What to check on your CG hand tool. First, we want to make sure that our ground pin length is set properly. We should sit the ground pin setting dressing tool down inside the barrel of the hand tool, and that should fit right to where the indication is on the tool itself. Second thing we want to check is our insulated heat shrink sleeve right here. What this does is it acts as a barrier between the ground pin and the electrode to prevent any inadvertent spark. The last thing we want to check is our spring pressure. So just take that same tool, put it on top, and just give a nice little push down. What that's doing is verifying that we're going to be opening this valve and allowing water to flow to the cut site. If there's not spring pressure on the cut, you will not get water and you will not get a good cut. With the EG hand tool, again, we've got our trigger, our retract button, and our LED light. But this one's capable of cutting fastener sizes 3/32 and larger. Obviously no ground pin protruding from the nose, means you can fit any size electrode on, including our square drive electrode. What you want to check on this one, we want to make sure that our red ground cable is there and it's got no nicks or cuts. We also want to check over our grounding clamp, which is how we will get our ground with the EG gun. Remember I said that the CG grounds directly to the fastener head. The EG is going to ground to the workpiece via this clamp here. So we want to make sure that our connections are nice and tight so we're not losing any continuity. Overall health of the hand tool should also be checked. We want to make sure that there's no nicks or cuts or frays in the cables. Also want to check and make sure that our cannon plugs are in good working order and our tubes are installed and nice and tight.